It's home to all the bars and cafes and restaurants and creative businesses and gives the Sydney experience beyond its cliched water views. This area used to be referred to as Little Hollywood because it had the Paramount Pictures Studio warehouse, the headquarters, and also 20th Century Fox. Without being rebellious, we really wanted to break the hotel corporate mould. Cookie cutter hotel white cotton sheets have been replaced with French linen, which are different in each room. Guests can leave their keys and change in a vide poche by an Australian designer, Henry Wilson. And ceramics in rooms are all designed by The Commons, which is a local ceramicist. The rooms do feel like a Surrey Hills terrace, which was the idea that you would go to sleep in a room and you'd wake up and you know where you are.
The directors and the owners have taken their time to curate it in a way that is very true to this neighbourhood. I imagine it must have been very tempting to, develop it residentially or put businesses in here which had the money to buy up the space but may not have been true to the ethos and the vision that they initially had. And I think over the past 5 or 6 years, it's come to shape in a really beautiful and organic way.
It really encourages people to make friends. Often you'll see 2 parties sitting next to one another and by the end of their meal they're having a chat.
I've seen countless films here. I noticed the design first and foremost, and I just thought, gosh, they've done a great job of bringing it back to the era that it was originally built in. We love to see people spending time in the bar before and after screening, talking about what they've just seen. I remember a couple of seasons ago we had a gardening film on at the same time as a documentary about young skaters. So the kind of crossover between those two audiences is just so unique.
The inspiration was from Grand Central Station terminals where locals and tourists would congregate, and we hoped that the building has created an iconic place for this to occur in Surrey Hills, and that was a driving part of opening a hotel in Surrey Hills. When I first moved out of home, my first house was in Surrey Hills. It was a really broken down terrace and there was about 5 people that all lived together. It was a very special time because I worked in fashion at the time. My boyfriend was in music, there was an art director, and so it was just this real melting hot pot of emerging young talent and creative thinkers. I think the hotel in this area, for me, especially feels like it's coming back to that feeling which was exciting and thriving.